So as soon as I started uploading the video that you guys just saw posted a couple minutes ago, go check that out if you guys have not already after you're done watching this video. Another trade happened and I didn't want to wait, a week to talk about this when I make another one of those videos where I talk about like all the news that happened in the previous week, because I think this is, a big enough trade that warrants its own video, and I want to be someone this offseason who you guys can rely on to, make videos right after stuff happens so you guys can hear my opinion on it immediately. So Burakovsky has been traded to the Colorado Avalanche in exchange for a second round pick in 2020 and also a third round pick in 2020. That third rounder is the pick that they got from Arizona in the Carl Soderberg trade. So they're immediately taking that draft pick and flipping it into another asset in Burakovsky, who is an interesting player. He hasn't really had the greatest past 2 seasons, but in my opinion there is some offensive upside there and a fresh start on a new team, playing with very talented players in Colorado and hopefully a consistent top 6 role. I really do think he can be a 20 goal scorer and like a 30 or 40 or 50 point guy in this league. His career high was 38 points in the 2015-16 season in 79 games, and then this past season he had just 25 points, so not really the offensive production that the Washington Capitals would have wanted. But like I said, I think if he gets a prominent role here in Colorado, he can be a really solid piece for them and a guy who can give you some really good depth scoring behind guys like McKinnon and Rantanen and obviously Gabe Landeskog. This year was the final year of Burakovsky's 2-year, $3 million contract. It was more of a bridge deal, so he is a restricted free agent this summer. It's going to be interesting to see what type of contract Colorado and Burakovsky agree on. I don't really think it's probably going to be around the $3 million mark. I think he's probably going to see a decline in the money he does make, just because, a 25-point scorer, what really, what value really is that in today's league? But you never know, because he does have the potential, like I said, and I definitely think Colorado sees that potential, and that is why they traded for him. So hopefully he can really play a prominent role for them next season, give them some depth scoring. He's young, he's quick, he's skilled, and if Burakovsky can realize that potential and, become a 20 goal scorer and a guy who could maybe give you 40 to 50 points on a consistent basis, then in my opinion this is a big win of a trade for the Avs. But if he stays at like that 20 to 25 point scorer range, giving up a second and a third round pick for him, that is a little steep for a guy who's probably a bottom 6 forward. And if you're Washington, then I think you're getting a pretty good return for Burakovsky, who looked like it wasn't really a part of their long-term future. They have skilled younger guys there. Jacob Vrana just had the breakout season that I think a lot of people expected Burakovsky to have, and now getting a second round pick and a third rounder for him, maybe you could potentially flip that into something to help you win now, which is probably what the Washington Capitals are trying to do. So I think this is a really interesting trade. I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts. Hopefully we get some more trades over the next coming days. Right now we are kind of in that dry period of the offseason, between the draft and between free agent frenzy, where the draft there was plenty to talk about, and when free agency hits and players start changing teams and new teams are signing players, there's going to be plenty to talk about. But as of right now, it's kind of hard to think of videos to make. So if you guys have any suggestions at all, make sure to let me know down in the comment section. I'm always open to hearing new ideas. Hopefully in the coming days we can see some more trades like this. And yeah, my final thoughts on this deal are really just I see where both teams are coming from. I know Colorado sees the potential that I'm sure everyone else sees in Burakovsky, and Washington, they made the bridge deal and they didn't really like what they saw from Burakovsky over the past 2 seasons and decided to move on from him and got a pretty solid return. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Make sure to let me know down in the comment section your thoughts. Do you think the Avalanche won, or do you think the Capitals won? It's probably going to take a little bit of time before we really get a winner of this trade, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. And with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel for daily NHL content, and I will see you guys all in the next video.